Alright, so we've went over some of the significant changes to handling errors in PHP 7. Now we're going to just take a quick look at some of the related changes that have to do with errors and so forth. Alright, so the eStrict category has been reclassified to simplify the error model and to resolve the unclear role of strict standard notices. So there's a few ways that this is accomplished. So strict standards that are inconsistent will just be completely removed. All right. Some will get promoted to e-deprecated if there is intent to remove them and their functionality in the future, and then some will just promote to either e-notice or the e-warning categories otherwise. Alright, so there's also some reserved words now in PHP 7, and it may surprise you that some of these haven't been reserved already. Okay, so these are words that you can't use in classes, interfaces, properties, or namespaces. Alright, so int, float, bool, string, true, false, null, resource, object, numeric, and mixed. Okay, these words are now reserved and can't be used. Now, in PHP 5, there was some issues with the time zone. Unless you manually set the time zone, whether in an ini file, your php.ini file, or in your code itself, it would generate an ugly warning and then a fatal error which would break the application. So in PHP 7, this is fixed, and it will now silently set your time zone to UTC with no warning or errors. Alright, so this code right here in PHP 5 would generate an error, but is absolutely fine in PHP 7, although you should specify your time zone if you're working with dates and times. Another thing that has been fixed is the multiple defaults in a switch. Okay, so if we look at this statement here, you can see that the switch has two default cases. In PHP 5, this would y would have equaled 2. Okay, it would have ran this one and then this one. In PHP 7, we're going to get an error that says only one default case is allowed, which is what we should want. Constant arrays. So array constants can now be defined using the define function. In PHP 5.6, they could only be defined with the const keyword. Alright, so this code here is now valid. We're defining an array called colors and we're setting the values. Alright, so those are some of the error related changes. Just a couple things. So that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next.